Hello dear friends, welcome to the lecture of geometry. We are studying right line, that is straight line in 3-dimensional geometry. In this lecture we shall study how to find the length of perpendicular from a point to a line. So the result is to find the length of perpendicular from a given point P x1 y1 z1 to a given line in symmetrical form x minus alpha divided by L, etc. Here the point is taken as x1 y1 z1, and therefore here we have used the letters alpha, beta, gamma. So we shall draw a figure for this. Now suppose this is point P from which we want to find the perpendicular distance on a line, and let us suppose this is the line, and the perpendicular distance will be this one from point P on the line. Now let this alpha, beta, gamma is a point on the line. Let that point be here, and we shall show like this. So that is the point on the line, and we denote the point by H. So it is alpha, beta, gamma, and let this be Q. So we can consider, let the point P here is x1 y1 z1. Let H be alpha, beta, gamma, be a point. Actually this is the given point in the equation of the line. Line equation is this, means the line passes through alpha, beta, gamma, and this is the line we have shown, and H is the point. Here is the point P. We want to find the perpendicular distance PQ. So let alpha, beta, gamma be a point on the given line. And P is the point given. So let PQ be the perpendicular. The perpendicular from point P on the line, on the given line, where Q is the foot of the perpendicular. Now we may refer the figure. This is perpendicular, and from figure this is a right angle triangle. So from figure we have we want the distance PQ or length PQ. So it will be PQ square. So this is PQ square, and we can use Pythagoras theorem, and that is hypotenuse square, that is HP square minus HQ square. So this is the required relation between the lengths. And now we shall find HP. We can find easily HP using distance formula. By distance formula, HP square is equal to, see, it is easy to express the distance in square form. It is x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square and plus z minus gamma whole square. This is the HP square distance. Now what we require is HQ. Further, HQ is the projection of, this is projection of HP on the line, given line. So we can consider also, or next, HP is HQ it is. HQ is equal to projection of HP on the given line. That is the length HQ. HQ is the projection of HP on this line, and we have a result about the projection. That is if L, M, N are the DRS of the line, direction, not DRS but the DCS, direction cosines of the line, then the projection is given by L into the difference of the coordinates x minus alpha plus m into y minus not x but x1 minus alpha, this is y1 minus beta, and plus n into z1 minus gamma. So this is HQ, and now we can use this HP and HQ square of this in 1. So then from 1 PQ square is equal to HP square. So this will be in the same form, x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square plus z minus gamma whole square minus, so this is HP square, and now square of this. So this quantity we shall write in bracket and then square it. L x1 minus alpha plus m y1 minus beta plus n into z1 minus gamma, its square. So this is the expression for PQ square, and from that we can find out PQ. So this gives the required length, perpendicular distance PQ. The required perpendicular distance PQ, and this is the result. So it is simple to find the length of perpendicular from given point on the given line. So we can consider the point on the line can be obtained from the equation of the line, and then we should have this right angle triangle will be formed, and we can use the Pythagoras theorem. This distance is obtained by distance formula, and the next distance is obtained by projection of HP on the line. You note this, the projection is given by this. Here we should note where L, M, N are the DCS of the line. So HQ is this one, where L, M, N are actual direction cosines. This must be noted, direction cosines of the line, not DRS of the given line. So if these are the DRS, direction ratios, we have to obtain the direction ratios or direction cosines of the line and then use it here for the projection. So this is about the result of perpendicular from point on the line. Now we shall solve the problems on it. The first problem is find the length of the perpendicular from the point 4, -5, 3 to the line, this line in symmetrical form. And the second is similar to this. We shall solve first the problem 1. So solution for first problem. We shall draw the figure that we have drawn earlier, and suppose this is the point P, and suppose this is the line. This perpendicular, length of perpendicular we want to find out. The point P is 4, -5, 3, and there is a point on the line. See, this line passes through the point 5, -2, it is y minus of 2, and z minus 6 means 6. So that point we shall consider as H here. So this is H, and the point is, coordinate is 5, -2, 6, and let this point be Q as in earlier case. So let P be equal to, let the point P is, the coordinates are 4, -5, 3, and let the point H be a point, this point H, that is from the given equation we have the coordinates of this point as 5, -2 and 6, be the point on the line. and further we shall suppose PQ. Let PQ be the perpendicular from P on the line. Be the perpendicular from P on the given line, where Q is the foot of the perpendicular. And now from this right angle triangle we have, then PQ square is equal to, from figure, PQ square by Pythagoras theorem, HP square minus HQ square, and we can suppose this as 1. Now we shall find out HP by distance formula. See coordinates of H and P. So HP square, in square form we shall write HP square is 5. We can subtract the coordinates in any way, either 5 minus 4 or 4 minus 5, because we are making square of it. So 5 minus 4 square plus minus 2, and this is minus of minus 5 means plus 5 whole square, and next is 6 minus 3 whole square. Or this gives HP square is equal to, now we shall see 1 square is 1, and plus this is 3 square 9, plus 3 square is 9, or that is 19. HP square we have obtained as 19. And now we shall find out what is HQ. So HQ is the projection of HP on the line, but for the getting the projection we need actually the direction cosines of the line. Now what are these? Are the DRS, 3, minus 4, 5 are direction ratios. We need the direction cosines. Now first we shall find out the direction cosines. Write the direction ratios first. The direction ratios of the line are these are given as see from the equation, it is 3 denominator, it is in symmetrical form 3 minus 4 5, and now to get the direction cosines from direction ratios we have to divide each direction ratio by under root quantity of sum of squares of these DRS. So we shall find out what is 3 square plus minus 4 square plus 5 square, and this is, you see, 9 plus 16, that is 25, plus 25, which is 50, and therefore we have to divide it by root 50, and therefore thus the direction cosines of the line are 3 divided by root of 50 first, minus 4 divided by root of 50, and 5 divided by root of 50. So these are the actual values of element that we have to take, and now what we shall need is the distance HQ. Distance HQ is the projection. HP square we have obtained as 19. Now HQ is equal to projection of HP on the line. See, projection of this HP on the line is HQ, and that the result is the difference of the coordinates multiplied by these direction cosine, respective direction cosine, and their sum. So that will be 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 into first cosine is 3 divided by root 15 plus minus 2 plus 5 into minus 4 divided by root 50, and next is this is 6 minus 3 plus 6 minus 3 into that ratio is 5 divided by root 50, and we shall see this quantity is this is 3 by 50 root 50, or I shall write again here. This is HP, HQ. This is HQ is equal to, so HQ is equal to 3 divided by root 50. This is 3 into 4, that is minus 12 divided by root 50, minus 12 divided by root 50, and next is this is 3 into 5, 15, 15 divided by root 50, or that is equal to, you see the numerator, this is minus 12 plus 15 is 3, and this 3, 6, it is 6 divided by root of 50, and therefore HQ square will be, this is HQ, we need HQ square in this relation, PQ square, so HQ square is 36 divided by 50. Now we put this value of HP square and HQ square in our equation 1. What is our equation 1? That is PQ square is equal to, then from 1 PQ square is PQ square is equal to HP square. HP square I shall write directly now, 19 minus HQ square, and that is by Pythagoras theorem, and that is 36 divided by 50, or this becomes, we can multiply, this is 95 950 minus 36 divided by 50, or that is, or this can be made smaller as by the division, we can divide it by 2, and or otherwise we can write like this, 19 minus, this is 18 divided by 25, and now we can cross multiply and take the LCM as 25, so this is 25 into 9, that is 225, and 25 plus 22, that will be 475 minus 18, and this will be equal to this is 15 minus 8 is 7, and 7 minus 2 is 5, and 4 divided by 25. So this is what is PQ square, and therefore PQ is under root of this, root of 457. You should check the calculation whether this is correct, please check it, and divided by square root of this, we know 5. This is the required perpendicular distance. That means distance of this point on this line. So in this way we can solve the problems to find out perpendicular distance from a point on a line. And the second problem is exactly similar to this one. The point P is 1, 2, 3, and the line given is this one. So it is easy to find this distance. You try yourself for the second problem. So please try yourself. The answer for this is 7. Verify this answer. So this is about the problems on to find perpendicular distance from a point to a line or on a line. Now we shall write a remark here that about the number of constants in equation of a line. That is easy to note. is a remark. Number of constants, arbitrary constants. In an equation or in an equation or in equations, in the equations of a line, we shall write equations of a line, because there are actually three equations in line, and equations of a line, and the line we may consider as x minus x1. Any line this will be applicable, x minus x1 divided by L, y minus y1 divided by m, and z minus z1 divided by m. So this gives the two separate equations. So or these give, or these imply, these give x minus x1 divided by L is equal to y minus y1 divided by m, and first and second we have equated. Similarly, we can equate second and third. Also, we can equate the first and the last, but we will consider these two equations. Y minus y1 divided by m is equal to z minus z1 divided by n. From this, we can obtain the value of x and y, and this gives. So this is equivalent to, or this implies x is equal to. Now we transfer this L on this side, that will be L upon m. You should check this into y, L upon m into y, and plus. Now next, this x1 is also to be transferred on that side, and that will be x1 positive x1 m plus x1 m minus y1 L divided by m. This is y1 L divided by m. This is the value of x, and y is, from the second equation, y will be, shift this m on that side, multiply both side by m, and then shift this minus y1 on that side, and that will be m by n into z plus, and this will be n y1 n or y1 n minus, and that will be z1 m divided by n. You can verify, this is only the arithmetic part, and you can easily verify. And what that gives, these are the two equations of line, and the constants are these. L by m is a constant, these are fixed values, and this is also a constant, second constant, this is third constant, and this is fourth constant. So that means in equations of a line there are four arbitrary constants, and in equations of a plane we know there are, what is the general equation of a plane? A into x, ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0. So a, b, c, d, these are the four constants, arbitrary constants in equation of a plane. Likewise, there are four arbitrary constants in equations of a line. So therefore, there are four arbitrary constants. Namely, the constants are L by m, next is x1 m minus y1 L divided by m by n, and the last one is y1 n minus z1 m divided by n in the equations of a line. So thus this is what we wanted to note. How many arbitrary constants are there in equations of a line? There are four arbitrary constants. So remaining part we shall continue in our next lecture. Thank you.